Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Reload, starting a little bit late tonight, but regardless, we're here, we're in game. Hopefully you guys are doing well. I'm doing great. I'm gonna continue on with my just ratting, you know. Just null-stick ratting. People told me last time to try the Ishtar, and this I'm gonna be trying right now. I've got some data. You know what, I'm serious about making a nice comparison video between Vinny, Gila, Ishtar, and Rattlesnake. Eventually, maybe make like a series of videos as to what's better for null-stick ratting. And part of my research, you know what, let's try the Ishtar. Let's try this beautiful ship. I have very limited experience flying the Ishtar. I mean, I've got some hours down my belt when it comes to Vinny and Vexer, just general Vexer, but let's see what Ishtar can do. I was not really impressed with the Vexer by itself. I enjoyed flying and doing riding in a Gila. So let's see how Ishtar will perform. Let's go ahead, let's find a nice haven and let's just go there. Okay, let's warp at, let's say 30, why not? Hopefully it's a haven that is a rock haven and not a gas haven. I would really appreciate that, but you never know. So with my Vinny, it took me almost close to an hour to actually complete that side, and that's unacceptable. I think I can do better. Honestly, think I can do it better. Hey, Cliff Kleckner, how's it going? Welcome to my live stream. Alright, let's start orbiting this thing at 30. There we go. We're not gonna get the drones out just yet, but eventually I will. Yeah, so Cliff, I'm continuing on with trying to find out which ship is better for null-stick ratting. I think I had an option to actually outfit the ship with micro warp drive instead of the afterburner, but I opted out to go with the afterburner. Here we go. Launch all the drones. And hopefully this time around I'll actually have technically Ishtar outperforms both Gila and Vinny on DPS. So I should be able to burn through these sites way faster than I did last time. But we'll find out. Hey Scott18, welcome to my live stream, how's it going? You know if it's a rock haven, start warp, then control space, and if you get a pop-up message, you know it's a rock haven. Alright, cool, good to know, thank you. That is good to know. Alright, so far we're slicing through the battle cruisers, which were never really a problem. So when it came to Vinny, the problem that I had is actually being able to tank the damage. I had to keep my distance, otherwise I just couldn't tank the Blood Raiders well. But Gila had no problems whatsoever. I really enjoyed doing these sides in the Gila. That was a breeze. Really enjoyable. Even though Gila technically has less DPS available than Vinny. Petra Jones, hey! Tyler Tungsten and Commander Darjeeling, welcome to my live stream. Good to have you here, guys. So no, I'm not using sentry drones when it comes to the Ishtar in this case. So I have been using sentry drones with my Rattlesnake, and what I find is that now and then, when I fly the Vinny or the Ishtar, is that drones get targeted. And if my sentries get targeted, I really don't want to have to burn there to rescue them. So no sentries at this time, even though actually the I guess I could just let the rat here. The Predators have more damage than Curators, according to my skills so far. Maybe I have to up my skills. But I tried in the simulator, in the fitting simulator, to see what kind of damage you can do with the sentries, and it was less than what I could do with the Praetors. So we are going with heavy drones here. And so far, first estimate of the first wave here is that the Ishtar is really is outperforming Vinny by a lot. Maybe not so much with the Hilo though. I think I'll have to wait to compare the Hilo once again. So I think my biggest mistake last time was the fact that I was not flying the Vinny properly. I think I can actually maximize the ticks on the Vinny with proper mechanics and proper control of this ship. Ishtar's performing well. Technically, Ishtar has roughly maybe 50 to 80 DPS more than Vinny from my memory when I was constructing this fit. So not a whole lot of difference for a lot of training time and way higher price. But you get what you pay for. It's been a while, I can't remember, on paper sentry drones are always less, but sentries have no travel time. That's right. That's right, they have 0 travel time, so like in a way the sentries will win out. What I'm afraid of in this case though is if my sentries get targeted and I will not be able to save them. That's my biggest concern this time. But you know what, we'll maybe we'll deploy curators next time we try this. I have a few in my station here. So I have a few that we can test. This is more or less like a research stream / test stream just to talk to you guys, and meanwhile compile some footage, compile some information for my video, which eventually I'll do. Eventually. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. You know what? Being in a rattlesnake, I had no problems whatsoever with curators being targeted. It was usually not a big deal. Let's get these guys. Very rarely did I have to redeploy the curators from my memory. But for some reason when I fly the Ishtar or the Vinny, the drones get targeted a lot more. But thanks to you guys, actually I got a good rattlesnake fit, and I was using that for a lot of my ratting. Hey Alex, how's it going? Look at my live stream. Is there a battleship target priorities? I guess, who knows? Maybe, you know what? Who knows? Maybe they know it's a drone boat, so let's go for the drones, even though rattlesnake technically could be a good drone boat too, but... I mean, rattlesnake, the majority of DPS does come from the cruise missiles. That's the bread and butter of the rattlesnake, but curators help a lot. I mean, sorry, I should say sentry drones. I'm kind of used to the name, actually, because I'm flying in the Blood Raider space. Hey, Ding Ding 84, yes, I am Omega. Omega since the start of this game, basically. Omega before Omega was a thing. Hey, Chronicle! Have I tried? No, I have not tried it. I really want to try it. I have the game. I have the game in my Steam library. I just never get around to it. Shit, I really should try it, you know, since you mentioned it. I am working on a lot of the gameplay reviews, especially when it comes to VR. I'm hardcore into reviewing VR games right now. I am working on a review for a game called We Happy Few. It's going to be out in about 2 or 3 days. That's my next project. But yeah, I really want to try Kerbal Space Program. I heard only good things about it. I know it's not hidden. Does it matter? Does it matter? Leave 2006? You know I don't really care about that kind of stuff. When come to my system, come to my system. Whatever. I'll just dock up, I'll do something else. I mean, I don't have any PvP boats here, if that's what you're wondering. How is it compared to alpha? Well, if... Okay, let me put it to you this way. If I was doing exploration and playing this game casually, I think I would stick with alpha. But if you're doing industry or want to PvP on a more hardcore level, I would say you should go Omega. And the only reason I'm saying that exploration I will stay alpha is because I know exploration inside and out, I would say. So I know what I can get away with and what I can't. Even though it's a lot easier when you explore on the Omega account. But I think I could make a lot of ISK, or decent amount of ISK, I should say. I shouldn't say a lot. Decent amount of ISK if I okay, let's get this thing out first. If I do exploration in an alpha. Hey, Mr. Exotic, how's it going? Just heading down for the night after covering the fight in times 4 for 9 hours. Oh my goodness, I feel so sorry for you. I have stopped covering fights. I don't do that anymore. I tried for like two fights out there, and I'm like, I spend way more time looking at my login screen than actually looking at the fight, and it's like, not worth it, not worth my time, not interested. Tie-dye can go to hell. I'm not interested in that. Not my game mechanic. This is way more exciting to me, just watching the things like getting popped, even though it's PvE, not really that exciting. This is way more exciting to me than slugfest that is tie-dye. Right, there was enough E for you. Yeah, I get it. I go through, like, I would say levels, you know? I would spend a lot of time in game, like hardcore Eve, every single aspect of it, and then I would go away for like 2 or 3 months and not think about the game at all. Hey, gone like that, how's it going? 07 to you. How do you like Ishtar? Ishtar, I mean, the Ishtar, my second time flying it ever. First time I've flown it was in the Troglavian space because one of my viewers said, hey, here's the Ishtar fit, try it. I go in there, I lose the ship in like the first room. That was kind of sad and pathetic, but that was not a good experience for me. So far, it definitely outperforms Vinny. I honestly want to say it's doing better than a Gila. I want to say that, I'm not sure yet. It's very close. It's going to be a very close competition. My biggest problem with Vinny, like I said, and I'm going to be repeating that a lot in the stream, I think, because new people are coming in and asking me questions, but my biggest problem with Vinny was that I couldn't tank the rats well, so I had to actually gain some distance between me and them. And that really decreased my DPS because I couldn't target the ships properly and I couldn't make my drones attack them. But Ishtar seems to be tanking this like a champ. I'm really enjoying this so far. Ishtar will be play on wards. How much is it? Good call. Good call, Tyler Tungsten. I should have picked up on that. You're missing the best part of the Ishtar and what makes it unique over Vinny. What was that gone like that? Ishtar is often referred to as Ishtar, which is what Joe is referring to. Thank you, Crucix. Damn, guys sometimes I'm a noob in this game. I played this game for shit, almost 8 years now. Probably more than 8 years now, but yeah, now and then I'm a noob. I'm total noob still. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I will try sentries next time, guys. I promise you. I promise you. Do you have a link to your Vinny Ishtar fit? I don't have it yet. I will post it in this video. Oh, you know what? In the VOD once this thing is uploaded. What my plan is that this is more of a research stream. I'm trying to see what kind of ticks and what kind of how long. You know what? I'm not gonna go with ticks actually. A bit of a insider info for you guys. I'm not gonna look at ticks per each ship, but I'm going to look at how long it takes me to go through a blood raider haven in each ship, and then the amount of ISK that I get from that particular site, and compare that. I think that's a bit better than looking at ticks, because ticks, you know, you have to account travel time, you have to account what kind of spawns you get and all that jazz, and it may not be the best estimate. You have to do a lot of size to get a total pure average. So yeah, I'm going to look at the time it takes an ISK earned per 1 Bloodhaven site for Vinny, Healer, Ishtar, and Rattlesnake. Eventually moving up to all the way to Carrier, like a Nid or something like that. So yeah, I am running this with the Praetors. I will try Curators next time, because people tell me, you know, try Curators. So yeah, I will do that. Chat, see where you can look at your changes to assist. Yeah, I know my system is there. I know it's there. I don't care. Which of the game meets you thinking of joining next year? Doesn't seem long since fancies really. I guess time flies. Furu, I'll probably be at Vegas. I can't promise yet. That's why I haven't officially announced it yet. But usually I go out a couple of times a year. I go out to the Toronto meet. And meet my fellow Canadian players in Toronto. Talk about Eve, just chill, hang out. Yeah, it's gonna be a while till the next FanFest, and honestly I'm not sure when I'm gonna be back in Iceland. Even though I love Iceland, I love traveling there, I'm not gonna be back there next year, that's for sure. Maybe 2 or 3 years from now, I'll make my return to FanFest. Hey Exocha, welcome back. Wow, you guys are really trying to find out the system I'm in. Have you considered cosplaying a CCP guard? Not the first time this question comes up in a way like, holy shit, you look like CCP guard. It'll be tough. I'll have to really walk on my knees in order to match his height. But last time I showed a picture of me and CCP guard, I'm not sure if I still have it. I'm honestly not sure if I still have it. Fine, you know, I'll clear the system for you. I'll clear it. This is a research stream, guys. Be kind. Be kind. I'm not ready for PvP. I don't think I have the picture saved anywhere, honestly. But I took a picture at last FanFest and Guard and I, and we do look alike. I've been trying to find the Jack Daniels Cup thingy that brave guys at FanFest know what they called. One introduced it to my friends. It was awesome. Uru. Did I meet you at FanFest by any chance? Okay, what the hell? I'm being neutered like crazy here by this motherfucker. Let's get it off. Let's get it off. Good. My drones know what they're doing. Good. So you're talking about Sino. I don't like Sinos in my system. You're talking about Dung Dinkle, right? I met you. Awesome. Good. I'm glad I met you. Oh shit. Okay. We're experiencing a bit of issues with this neuting party here, but oh, no wonder. The drones were smart at first. Now they went after the Patriarch. Hey, Icona. Thank you so much for your follow on my Twitch page. Appreciate it. Drop a clock. I know, Nico. Damn it. I don't like that. Hey, Mazatech, thank you so much for the follow on my Twitch page. Appreciate it. You're back. Yeah. Capacitor is empty. That's fine. We're still okay. We're okay here. Oh yeah, we did the shots together. Perfect. Awesome. Yeah, I don't know where he got it, but his name is Dung Dinkle. You can find him on Twitter or forums or whatever. He's pretty active on Twitter though. And that's how you die to rats. I know everything about dying to rats. Believe me. Die to rats a lot of times. Okay, so next time, yeah, next haven I'll try using the curators, because you guys are saying they're way better. I mean, yeah, no travel time with a low DPS, but no travel time means probably DPS will be amped up a little bit better. I have to drop them somewhere close and keep orbiting. It's gonna be interesting, but I'm willing to sacrifice them for science and research. Thank you, that one guy. Thank you. Things are not bad. Yeah, you know what? If I have time on the stream, I'll do a healer run once again. Definitely do a healer run to see how it all works out. Oh, is this a no module active challenge? Ah, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. You want to use wardens? Wardens? What do you mean wardens? Why would I want to use wardens? I'm using raiders. This is the game's blood raiders. Come on. You can pull about 60 mil an hour in an Ishtar, but you can accomplish the same tick and Vexor Navy issue with less skills and 60 mil an hour. Probably, yeah. See, the Ishtar has more DPS, that's for sure. It has more tank and more DPS. It is way more intensive when it comes to training. You have to have cruiser level 5, Galenti level 5 cruiser, in order to fly it. But that took me a while to get, actually. So yeah, in a way it is the diminishing returns, right? So you will spend way more time training, way more ISK on the ship to get a little bit extra. Just a little bit extra. So it may not be worth it for you. What's my DPS? What's my DPS? Something like 680? Let me see. 684.9. That's my current DPS. That's what I'm using. That's what I have. It is on paper, on the simulation here, fitting simulation, is the best DPS out of the Vinny, Gila, and the Ishtar. The Ishtar has the best one. Yeah, tank is way higher on the Ishtar, that's for sure. Wormhole, of course. Woohoo! Right? I remember you guys. You guys are my favorite. My first time going to FanFest, I hang out with people from Waboo. Great time. I had a great time. Second time I saw you guys too, and now my third time this year. That was awesome to be able to take some shots with you guys. The briefcase of friendship from Dunk Dinkle, and then I think I sang with somebody on karaoke night from Waboo. Potato, there's no way, there's absolutely no way Ishtar has the same DPS as Vinny. Now you're just shitting me here. I tested this on my skills, it's totally different. That's fake news, man. That's fake news, right there. You know the ticks are slightly better in Forsaken Hubs, right? Magalaos. No, I have no idea. I am totally new to Nullsec writing. I've done a little bit now and then. I was assuming Haven is like the go-to one. I could try the Forsaken Hub. Could definitely try it. Okay, why did I just suffer such a big blow to my shields? Oh, because I'm not using a prop mod, of course. Okay, let's keep going. Let's get the F out of here. Did not even realize. Totally did not even realize that my shield is down. Because I was so ingrained in conversation with you guys. It's all good. It's all good. We're gonna be fine. On the edge. They do have the same bonuses, but in my simulator, DPS is starkly different. Starkly different. In fact, I'm going to show you guys. I'm totally going to show you guys. In a second. Let me get my shield up so I can actually stop paying attention again. Yeah, if this was a Vinny, it'd be dead by now. It would totally be dead. And yeah, last stream, like I said, it took me like almost an hour to get to the first haven. That was unacceptable. I did not like that one bit. That was also my first time, I think, using the Vexor Navy issue for the havens. The summer, yeah, you're right. I did activate that. I forgot about the AB. Totally forgot about the afterburner. In a way, I like how easy it is with the healer or the Ishtar in this case. Just let your drones go and you're good. You are good. Hey, Twakes! Thank you so much for following my Twitch page. Appreciate it. Forsaken Hubs is safer because there's no chance a Dreadnought will spawn and blap your Ishtar. Oh snap, alright. So there's no... You know what, as many of... as many havens that I've run, I've never had the Dreadnought, but that's a good point. I forgot that actually havens can spawn the Dreadnought. That would totally suck. And that would put a damper here. I did, Tyler. I am very excited to see Patrick Stewart reprise his role as Captain Picard. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be awesome. Okay, so now we're kind of back to our usual, you know, our regular stuff. Let me show you. So right now my DPS here on the Ishtar using, let's go into the simulation mode. 684.9, and we are running 5 Praetors here. So let's go to my Vinifit, and I believe this is the one that I was using last time. Same thing, 5 Praetors, 647. So I know it's not a big difference, it's like 40 DPS, but it's definitely different. 100% different. Very similar fit too, very similar. Yeah, like I said, there's no way Ishtar has the same DPS as Vinny, and tank is way higher on the Ishtar. One less Dina and Vinny? Yeah, but I mean, if I do that, like, I will have to... That's the basic thing about the Vinny. If I take this off and put another DDoA there, it's not going to be performing as well, I don't think. I could try that. I could try that. Okay, I see what you say now. You know what? I see what you say. Maybe I should try. Out of curiosity, I should try that. Yeah, you know what? For comparison's sake, when I finally make the video, I will change that fit. I'll definitely change that fit. That's a good call. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Actually, that's a good input. I didn't even realize that. Let's actually take this off right now and put another DDoA here. 64. There you go. Okay, so let's save this, and this is what I'm going to compare it to next time. Oh shit! I can't fit that. There goes the problem. I have to like use a sort of a special. Damn it! I have to use like an implant or something. Just minus 8.5. That's all I'm lacking here. Yeah. Okay. I have to think about this one. Yeah, okay. Yeah, exit. Here we go. The better takes on the hubs as well due to elite cruisers being alphaed easily by heavy drones. Okay, so you guys are saying that I should run Forsaken hubs instead. Okay. Yeah, the hard numbers was different. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can make exactly the same fit with the Vinny now because of the CPU constraints. But I'll see what I can do. See what I can do. A little bit it takes on the hubs. Yeah, okay, I read that. I am, Tyler, I am using the memorial skin. I bought it. I actually bought 2 sets. I gave away 1 set on my live stream when it was first available. Alright, it's done. It's done. Drones in. Drones in. We're gonna try Curators next. Let's see how Curators work out. Better skin, best skin. How easily are you able to sell escalations from the havens? If you can sell them for some good money to have better ticks? I don't know. You know what? I've never actually sold an escalation or bookmark or anything like that. I'm like the worst person to ask about that. Alright, let's yeah, let's go back. Let's get some... Let's get these sentry drones and see how they work out. In my experience, Forsaken hubs are the optimal ISK per hour. I always encourage people to test the thing for themselves. So yeah, that's true. That's true. I honestly, I didn't know. I I assume that havens are the best ones because I saw most people in them. They may be the easiest ones to run. Maybe there's something about the Forsaken hub that's not not the most optimal thing. But yeah, if they're better is per hour, I'll definitely take a look at that. And honestly, I'm doing this just as a research. Like I really enjoy doing these things in Rattlesnake, way faster, way faster than Rattlesnake. Forsaken hub stuck for fighters. Ah, there we go. So if you have a carrier, you definitely don't want to run the Forsaken one. Okay. I understand. Thank you, Present. Thank you. More you know. I understand now. This is why I like these streams, because you guys are teaching me a lot. I'm not teaching you, you're teaching me. Like last stream was complaining, like my Rattlesnake fit sucks, I'm not sure what I'm doing right or wrong, and people like tell me like, okay, do this, and this. I did that, boom, perfect fit. Perfect fit. I'm enjoying it so much. Big Empire represent, led by our Pope, max singularity. Also, Forsaken hubs are good for AFK because no faction spawn. Oh. I don't mind faction spawn, you know what, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be able to take on a Dreadnought, but I would kind of like to take on some extra loot. Okay, let me get rid of all the Praetors. They're going back in the item inventory. And then I'm going to take some Curators. Can I take 5? Probably can take 5, right? I'm not sure how many I can deploy. I honestly have no idea how many I can deploy. Do I have an MTU nearby? Yes, I do! Yay, excellent. Perfect, so that took me roughly 11, okay, I'll say 10 to 4. Half an hour. Half an hour to run a Haven site in, yeah. Kinda wanna wait for that next tick, to be honest. 27, it's gonna be at 47, that's gonna be the next tick. I don't really want to run because I want to record how much I've got for each site. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna go and salvage stuff in the meantime. Waste 7 minutes that way. Why not? Why not? Sorry, I'm wasting your time, guys. Sorry about that, but I want to get some real data here. With the heavy is also interesting. Okay. Alright, let's go back to our MTU here. I don't see reload on Twitch streaming. Did I miss the name change? No, Trace Schroeder. No, hold on. I'm hosting CCP though. I'm streaming on CCP right now. Totally streaming on CCP channel. It's rare that I stream Eve on my own Twitch these days. I might rectify that. I might stream more Eve later on in the year. But usually when I stream on my YouTube channel and on twitch.tv/CCP. I'm very humbled that CCP invited me to stream on their channel. And that's how you guys can find me. It's etiquette to leave the havens and sanctums to carriers and supers when in a busy system. Oh, good call, good call. So far there's nobody else here, so yeah, I'm taking them all. I'm taking them all! But yeah, good etiquette, I like that. Alright, let's start, oh shite. Okay, we have a lot of, we still have a lot of stuff we can pull in here. In the meantime, let's salvage this. In a way, I like salvaging afterwards. It's like such a therapeutic experience, to be honest. In fact, I got Noctis just for this. Just to sit here and salvage. It looks beautiful. Look at that. Just look at that. Look at all those like salvage beams there. Salvaging all this like hunk of metal floating around in space. It goes too fast though. It goes way too fast. Which is in a way good. I mean, you don't have to waste much time, but on some level, I would want salvaging to take a little bit longer. Just my memories come from the days when my salvaging skill was not that good, It would take me a really long time to actually properly salvage stuff. I just need to get to like 47 minutes, at which point the ticks will update and I'll be able to put it into my Excel, make a nice graph later on for you guys. Took me half an hour roughly to run this site in Ishtar. Hey Zafras, how's it going? No problem dude, thank you so much for stopping by, I really appreciate it. Walk your dog, dude, walk your dog. I wish that make a T2 Noctis with covered ops cloak. That'd be interesting. I'm not sure that's needed. I mean, I see why you want it. I understand why you want it. I think if they do that, it would have to be nerfed in some other way. Oh shoot, I actually activated 2 salvages on 1 wreck. Pink Salvarhini, hey Teddy, back home, how's it going? This is the Rosado skin that I purchased. I'm proud of it. I'm goddamn proud of my my pink skins. Yeah, I hold on, do I still have the graphic? I have the graphics here somewhere. Stand by. I'm gonna find this image. I'm gonna find this graphic. I'm very proud of it. When pink skins first came out, this is exactly what I thought of and what I made. I have it though. Do I have it? Please tell me I still have it. Yes! I do! I do have it! Pink skins! There we go. For any of you that actually watched Enterprise, which is actually a decent show, you know what? I didn't mind it. And people really hate on it for some reason, but yeah, I totally enjoyed that show. I watched it all. I watched the whole thing to the end. I'm gonna put pixels right there. Hey Grimsar, how's it going? Consider using an alt for salvaging so you can PvE non-stop. No. I have an alt. It's kind of my goal not to use alts, to be honest. I had a second account for the longest time now, and these days, for the past like year or 2 or even 3, I don't really use it. I don't really play with it. I feel like it's a bit of a waste of my time to actually maintain it. So I kind of want to be one account does everything sort of thing, and I'm very close to it. This is my main account. I'm doing everything I want with it. The only problem sometimes is that if I want to run incursions, I don't have the capability to, because Sixth Empire gets war decked a lot. Like a lot. Not a big deal, don't usually mind it. I can always wait for more incursions to pop up, don't really care. But yeah, I used to have an alt to actually haul my stuff when I was mining hardcore. Hey, Wolfram! Gasher Ken, whoever you are, hello! Let me know who you are in chat here, just that I know. To be honest, would your brain explode if you had to maintain 2 alts for any active purpose? I don't know, Warlord. I used to be really hardcore into Eve. Like, when I first started playing it, like within first 2 or 3 months, I was like, this is it, this is my game for life. I'm gonna be doing it for as long as I can. Nowadays, I'm like, I barely have time to play it. I have like responsibilities at work, responsibilities at home. I run a YouTube channel. I don't concentrate only on Eve. It's not like an Eve only channel. Like, so I'm playing other games that I want to play actually. It leaves very little time to really get in depth with Eve. And Eve is one of those games that like you can't just go in and play for 10 minutes and go. You have to put in the time. So no, I can't do 2 accounts anymore. I mean, now and then I would go like ice mining or something like that and have my hauler out here and there, but yeah, I can't do it 2 accounts anymore. Eve is not dead. Eve is totally not dead. Yeah, Eve is dead. Besides, once you play the game for as long as I have, you need to go away for a little bit. And I do take those breaks. Take a lot of those breaks. Because otherwise it gets way too much. Burnout is real. Burnout is super real. I can drop in a blitz on level 4s in 20 minutes and make a couple of million, log out. That's true, Gone like that. Yeah, you can. And now with the Triglavian sites, you can totally actually log in, run a few Triglavian sites, like 20, 40 minutes, and off you go. And you're good to go. And I kind of like that. I think CCP understands that the main base of players that still play EVE are now getting older and older, and they can't handle spending 8 to 9 hours a day on this game. It's almost impossible now. So they're putting in more PvE content. There's people talking in the local, I'm just having fun with them. 3 months on, 3 months off. I like that, Warlord. I like that. It can be an issue if you know have 5 plus outs, but if you keep it low key, you can definitely make it easy and fun, of course, depending on what you prefer, and of course respect that. Market out is also, yeah, market out is awesome. I mean, yeah, depends on what you do. Depends on what you do. I rarely, like, I don't do the same thing for all of my outs, right? So like my alt is very specific. My alt is mostly for, I would say, invention, which I don't really do anymore. I just was kind of curious with it one day and like, well, let's see what I can do with it. And the alt can mine a little bit. It can fly an orca, not well, but it can fly it. So it's, in a way, it's a very specific skill set. If anything, what I'm doing right now is buying more skill injectors to train up one of the characters on my main account, and that way I could probably do some DPS incursions later on, just with that account. I mean, just with the character. Typically, I do logistics at incursions because I really enjoy that part of the gameplay. But like I said, since the Empire is being Vortex so much, it's kind of a challenge. 7 to 9 hours in 10% tie-dye seems fun. Yeah, very fun. Lots and lots of fun. Okay, I'm gonna duck up. I'm gonna take a quick break, and then we're gonna go back to Curators. I'm gonna use the Ishtar and Curators and see if I can run this site a little faster. Oh, great song for that too. Perfect. Perfect time to take a break. I'll be right back, guys.
Cargo hold packed with big fat lyrical bombs. I'm the captain of the best ship in the universe. It was built by my space friends around the world. The friendship takes me where I need to go. It can fly super fast or bounce really slow. It's got a lot of room for my homies in the back. It's a fact I can dance all alone to this track. That's why we fly around the galaxy. X up for the fleet if you wanna party.
Setting course for the club, paging the pleasure hub. Like it or not, we're about to drop hot. When I say 4, you walk to the dance floor. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Walk to the dance floor. Put your motherfucking hands in the air like this and walk to the dance floor. Jump around all night with your space friends. Walk to the dance floor. Carry on all night, cause your hub is alright. Walk to the dance floor. Jump up for the pyramid.
Our flagship is the friendship. Get your feet on the floor and defend it.
Show up, gun cock, target lock, take the shot. Never hesitate, never give a second thought. Ship up, capsule here comes clear, no fear. Come grab a beer, all your best friends are here. Even that alpha clone that quit last year. Good lord, we don't know where we go after show. Stick with the fleet, go with the flow. Try to keep up to the best of your ability until we all collapse like a wave of probability. To the dance floor, put your motherfucking hands in the air like this and walk to the dance floor. Jump around all night with your space friends. Walk to the dance floor. Carry on all night, cause your hub is alright. Walk to the dance floor. Jump up for the pyramid. Walk to the dance floor. Throw your motherfucking hands in the air like this and walk to the dance floor. Put the band's back, overheating every rack. Walk to the dance floor. Untouched shit up, whoa.
Alright, and we are back. Let's get right back into it. What are we doing, by the way? Yes, right. Ishtar, we're going to try to run it with the curators. Let's see how it works out. Just out of curiosity. So not bad ticks. Probably surpass Gila. Honestly, probably surpass Gila at this point in time. So a few more havens here. Do I have... Yes, I have my MTU here in tow. Let's go ahead. Let's jump here. Warp at... Let's go 50, just in case. Let's go at 50. How's it going, hippie dude? How's it going, El Sparstardo? And I am amusing. How's it going? Had a blast killing NC in slow motion for 12 hours today. Oh man, you know what? I've never been part of an op that had to do with a tie-dye, and I'm glad. Honestly, I'm glad. My only experience with tie-dye was when I was trying to cover the fights and did not enjoy it. Not so much, you know, I did like the tie-dye. I didn't mind the tie-dye. What I did mind a lot is the fact that my computer would crash and then I couldn't relog in. And then, yeah, that was it. Right, let's deploy the curators, deploy everything. Perfect. Get these things first. Now, interesting start. I'm not sure if that's the right one. If I'm starting this from the beginning or not. Okay, I'm going to drop my MTU here as well. Come on, drones, do your stuff. I don't remember the first spawn having frigates, so I don't know if somebody tried to start this side and not finish it. So that might actually compromise my results a little bit here. And the toughest challenge here is actually getting rid of all these frigates. But we're done, we're okay with that. We're okay. Keep going. Yeah, you know what, Magalaus, this does look like an unfinished site to me, and I'm already seeing some damage being done to my curators. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't want to have to babysit them. But that's okay, just as a curiosity to see what we can do with the curators and how well they perform. There they are, my trusted curators, sitting here, shooting stuff. Awesome. So who is... Yeah, this dude. This dude is totally shooting this particular drone. And it's gonna be next on our list. You made the list, buddy. You made the list. It is recharging faster. So with the curators, my current DPS, let's see what it said. 526 it says. 526. Okay, let's take a look at this simulation. Got the 5 curators. Yeah, so it's more than 100 DPS less compared to my Praetors. But because there's no travel time, we're probably making up for that. Probably making up for that. Raiders and Forsaken hubs for Ishtars. Smarter men have already done the math, trust me. I know, Misfit. But I need to know for myself. I need to know for myself. And yeah, I believe that Forsaken hubs are better. Excuse me. I definitely take that as a true thing. It's more of, I want to see what the difference is. What the exact difference is between Vinny Gila, and Ishtar. It is a no travel time ends up being more DPS. That's exactly what I'm thinking. As long as the drones don't get targeted, I think it's gonna be fine. Travel time accounts for a lot of lost DPS, that's for sure. There's no doubt about that. And yeah, so far it's working out great. Like, honestly great. And what I'm thinking right now is that I'm going to make a video detailing the difference between the Lavinia and Gila. Then make another video throwing the Ishtar into the mix. And then another video making the rattlesnake video. Eventually I'll make my way up to the Nid. Eventually. Good call about the other targeter. I even forgot I had it, to be honest. I honestly forgot about that. That's always there for realistically. Yeah, definitely. But I'm impressed how well the Ishtar is tanking. Like with my Vinia, I had a big problem tanking with a rather similar fit. Not like 100% similar that now that we have established it, but a very similar fit was not working out well. Did you dye your hair? No. No one, Nanya. I did not dye my hair. Okay, I've tested it lots and I've honestly noticed no difference in rat aggro with or without an auto targeter. Okay, good to know, Nikolaus. Good to know. But auto targeter just means less intervention from me. Now it's like real AFK, right? What ship is that? Hey, Jacobok 1, I am using the Ishtar. This ship though, this is the Curator Tech 2 drone. The beautiful Curator Tech 2 sentry drone that's taking care of this Corpus Patriarch. Take a look at it. It's about to go down, by the way. Let's zoom in for proper viewing of explosions that are about to follow. It's stuck on the asteroid or the rock or whatever have you. Is that a spawn? I think that's a spawn. It's going down. No! Boom! Boom! Yeah, there's a spawn. Okay. Get this thing first. Get this thing first. Switch aggro. Switch aggro. Let's take care of all these elder corpus priests or whatever have you, because otherwise I'm gonna run out of cap. And we all know what happens when I run out of cap. I don't last too long. Oh, NPCs get stuck a lot. It's actually kind of funny. Now and then you get to see some very cool effects for it too. Okay, good. Engaging the Templar. We're gonna get this thing down. Okay, not good. No bueno. No bueno here. I don't want to warp out, but I might have to. I can't believe this. There's some massive BS right here. Didn't have that problem last time.
The capacitor is empty.
Of course it's empty because I'm being neutered like crazy here. Okay, not good. Not good. Align to here. Okay, we might... Okay, we're going into armor now. We're going to armor. I can't believe I have to warp out. That's unacceptable. Unacceptable. Warping out. I'm calling it. Warp out.
The capacitor is empty.
Warp out. Oh my goodness. What the hell was that? What the hell was that? That didn't happen last time. Curators, eh? What the hell? How did that happen? Why did that happen? Okay, we're going back though. We're going back right away. Warp within 70 kilometers.
Warp drive active.
Okay, shit. Which one did I... Okay, we'll find out later. Now getting killed by belt rats. It happens, it happens. They might have the big battle report from the big fight today? No, I have no idea. All I know is that E was not working when the fight was happening. That's all I know. Oh, look at this mangled Ishtar. Okay, reconnect to lost drones. Come on. Come on. My drones are still here, right? Yeah, whatever. Reconnect. In full effect, here we go. Now we're going to target them and kill them. Kill these bastards. There we go. One. Okay, now I have only 4 curators now. That's not good. Oh boy, that's really gonna mess me up a lot. Don't like that. I gotta go back and pick up 1 extra curator. Which you can do, that's not a big problem. You know, just battleships, we can kind of go back to being our normal selves, but I really need the extra curator. Shoot. Okay. That's not good. Okay, let's orbit at 30 or something. Here we go. I mean, my shield is still not that great, but I think we can tank it this time. Survived though, we survived. Shield is being lowered way too much. Not good, okay. Turn around. Here we go. We're gonna go this way. I can't handle losing an Ishtar. That's not gonna be good. Okay, what's this? At least the tractor beam is working, so let's go with 2, even though I can probably delete that later on. Where's my ship? Slowly regaining the tank. Okay, I think we're gonna be fine here at this point in time. Just gotta be really careful and let my shields recharge. Surprising though, I mean, the first time I ran this site, this stream, I didn't have that problem. Even with neuting, I kind of was able to escape it. But I wouldn't say it's a true site because I think it was started and not finished. I think that was a bit of a problem here. So I don't think I'm going to factor it into my calculations later on. Especially now that I'm down 1 curator. So I will definitely try to redo the site one more time in the stream just to see what we can do about it. Hey old mate, how's it going? Please tell me you're streaming for another hour. I haven't caught a stream before. Old mate, just for you. Just for you I'll stream for 1 more hour. No, I started late tonight. I honestly started late tonight. I'm working on a review for a different game and I needed to play it a little bit and get a bit of footage. Unfortunately, it didn't really work out. I don't think I got good enough footage, so after the stream I'm gonna go back and redo it all. But you do what you gotta do to stay afloat in this business. Hey, Grimster, have a great night. Okay, I'm hoping my drones are fighting. Yeah, they are fighting, okay. So even if I can't target these guys, that's still okay. Okay, let's go back here. Boom! Curators doing their job beautifully. That's awesome. That's really awesome. They're totally taking care of all the other battleships out there. I mean, my shield is kind of holding, but I definitely will have to redo the site to see what kind of ISK I can get. Because first of all, we were interrupted by my warp out. That was not good. And then I don't think this site was the correct site. As in, like, it was started before. So it's not really true representation of what I can get. This may be the last spawn, by the way, so let's see here. Alright, so there's one more wave. Let's, interesting though. Yeah, I'm not sure how these sites work out when somebody has started them beforehand. But, we're gonna get through it. Either way, we're gonna get through it. Even with 4 curators, definitely would help out if I have one more. Just one extra. I mean, I could deploy the infiltrator. It's better than having no drones whatsoever, right? I should have probably deployed it a little bit earlier. But now it's far away. It's gonna be interesting how that works out. Would it be possible to rat with a rock? Yes, of course, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Of course it would be possible to rat with a rock. Totally. I'm trying to think what kind of rats would be best to rat with a rock. And I don't know. Maybe Guristas, but I really don't like fighting Guristas. Guristas have this like really ugly ECM that you have to deal with, and then that's not fun. It's totally not fun. Yeah, you could definitely long range snipe. You could definitely do that. Alright, so kind of hoping this is the last spawn, because at this point in time I don't really want to waste too much of my time just kind of going through it. All I really want to do is go to a correct haven site and get correct data out of it. So hopefully this is the last one. Hopefully. Okay, only battleships left now. Only battleships. Hey, Raven Luna, welcome to my live stream. How are you? Good to have you with us. Doing some chill. Once again, another week, another chill. Now it's like ratting here. This time in an Ishtar, and I am using my sentry drones, as my viewers have suggested that I do with the Ishtar. I kind of lost one already. I had to warp out. That was unfortunate. But once I'm done with this side, I'll be back for a fresh one. I'm gonna get a fresh drone. It's still gonna be all right. So let me just remove this location. Actually, we don't need it anymore. What I'll need to do though, I'll need to repair my Ishtar and repair all my drones. Actually, no, the drones are fine, but I'll need to repair the armor on my Ishtar. Ooh, what happened here? We get more spawns here. Lots of frigates. That's not good. Okay. All aggro on the frigates, that's for sure. We don't want to be caught by these frigates. That's not fun. Pretty lasers, lots of pretty lasers thanks to Blood Raiders here. So many lasers. All targeted on me. Come on. Ooh, my curators keep on missing. I don't like that. Definitely don't like that. You have to wait for the rats to yellow box you at least before sending drones, otherwise they'll target drones and that's when you lose them. Good call, good call. But now I'm red boxed by everything, so I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. Lost more battleships, but our tank is holding. We're doing okay. Hey, Sriola. So what's with the average is per hour you're making with that? I have no idea yet. This is why I'm doing this. I'm doing this to find out what kind of is per hour I can do here. Hey Gooba39991. First time actually watching you live. Been looking at your past writing videos, loving them a lot. Hey, thank you Gooba. Appreciate it. And my Google Home, or whatever you call it, Mini just scared the crap out of me. Started talking to me. I think you confused Gooba with Google. How long will it take to join a corp? Already set my application. Depends on when people want to review your application, really. I really can't say that. I really can't tell you, like, it's gonna take this long. Totally depends on each corporation and how they run things. Hopefully this is the last spawn. That's what I'm hoping for. So I can go back, repair, get one more Curator, and tie myself again. This is the ship that's gonna go down next. Looks like fun. What system are you in? Hey, Ragstamina, I am in a special system. Very special system. Let's see these explosions. There we go. Have you got any tips for making smooth videos of Eve? I've got GeForce experience, but how do I get the camera to pan smoothly so it looks nice and slick? That's a big question. You know what? It's very difficult these days because the CCP took away the advanced camera controls. So now and then when I try to make smooth videos, I actually used a controller. So I use my Steam controller. I have it right here. I don't usually use controllers to play games, but that's the one that I used, and I think you can do it with an Xbox too if you really want to. Actually, you know, I don't know. I don't know if you can use the Xbox controller to do this, but Steam controller, it interfaces with your desktop, so you can kind of mimic the motion of the... Ooh, beautiful! Look at that spin and spiral of the ship going through this asteroid, and now we can't even see the explosion. So yeah, with the Steam controller, it actually mimics the movement of your mouse, and you can program it to be very, very not sensitive. So like, you can turn its sensitivity down to be able to make better smooth videos. But other than that, I really have no tips or tricks for you. I'm sorry. Hey, Ignis, how's it going? Yeah, I was using Predators last time, and people told me to try to use Curators, and they were working okay, but I kind of encountered a little bit of a snag. I've had a nuding party, and I had to warp out. That was kind of bad. But that's where we're at right now. So 6.5 more battleships to go through. Maybe the last ones though. We'll see. New to live stream, and I'm enjoying it so far. I learned a lot from your newbie riding guide, so much so that I got enough to fit a face melt cormorant and jump into an NPC Null. Awesome, good to hear that. Always good to hear that. So when it comes to nullsec riding, I'm kind of a noob though, especially when it comes to the anomalies. I don't usually do them, and this is why I'm doing this live stream, is that I'm trying to learn more and gather more hard numbers in terms of ISK and what kind of fits I can use. So that's why I'm here. It's not really an educational stream because, well, in a way it is, because I'm learning with you, but I'm not teaching anything at this point in time. Yeah, gore, the music is amazing, I love it. Really good soundtrack. Yeah, I guess you don't know, well, maybe you do, I don't know, but there used to be a jukebox in-game when you can play the soundtrack as much as you want, depending on the kind of songs that you wanted to play. Hey Zappos, welcome back. I was walking your dog. Yeah, five more battleships, and then we're probably gonna go back and redo the site, because otherwise the Curators just it's not working out well. Just do play it when tired. Bad things happen. Don't play it when tired. Yeah. Oh yeah. As awesome. Personally, I've only done belt rats. Technically, I've done sites in high sec, but the Gristas are just annoying and don't pay. Yeah, don't worry about Gristas. I mean, Gristas should pay well. They are the toughest rats. I don't like dealing with them because of their ECM though. I don't like being target jammed. Light Raiders are my favorite rats to shoot and kill, and this is what I'm doing right now. They're, I would say, the squishiest, the easiest rats to fight against. The thing with sentry drones is that you orbit like the Ishtar, you have to go back for them and can probably take a long time to recall. Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, I'm not really worried about recalling at this point in time. Okay, we got more spawns. What the hell is going on here? How many ships are there here? These spawns just don't end. I just want the site to end, to be honest. That's all I want. So I can run a normal Haven site and compare it to my previous run. Ooh, oh no, okay, not good. Not good at all. My curators are dying, and I can't do anything about it at this point in time. Who is shooting you? Who is shooting me? Tell me. Tell me, buddy. Oh, this thing? Ah, not good. Ah, man, lost another curator. Did it just abort this thing? That's like 2.5 million gone right there. Scheiße, now I have even less curators. Get infiltrators. That's not much. It's nothing. Infiltrators are nothing. Okay, let's get rid of this thing. Ah, now my DPS is even less. Even less. Hey Alex, I think I encountered that like 3 or 4 spawns ago. But for some reason the ships keep spawning. For some weird reason. Okay, who next? I mean, I'm still handling this. I don't like the way it looks or how much DPS I'm outputting, because I'm kind of nerfed right now. I would really like better DPS than this. And what, like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 battleships now. Gore, no, I'm honestly not. Honestly, I think, who was it? There was 2 people in the beginning of the live stream that like, go for the sentry drones, you should use them with the Ishtar, and I was afraid of this happening, and it did happen. So yeah, I'm not really happy about this. I'd like fighting them more if ECM was more like hacking minigame, unless the Kitsune is sitting on you. Oh, so true, so true. I am curious just to see what the difference is in DPS. And clearly this did not work out too well. When you warp to a haven, never warp it to 0. To define the orbiter personal suggestion from experience 36 kilometers, always start with small ships first and cruises. That's right, Ira, that's exactly what I was doing. That is exactly how I like running my havens. Especially like with the rattlesnake, sentries are awesome. Way better than praetors. Way better than praetors. But with the Ishtar, I mean, I don't know. Yes, you can deploy 5 sentries. But right now I'm down to 3. That's not good. Wonder if this can be done just as well with the Vinny. I want to have some fun flexing and my Galente alt is close to right. So yes and no. I did my Vinny stream last week, and it took me almost an hour to complete a haven site. So like the DPS incoming was too much for my tank to handle. It's still doable. Because you can get your DPS of your Vinny to be very similar to the Ishtar. You can do that. We established this in this live stream. But the tank on the Vinny is way less. Alright, so let's get rid of all these poops, and then hopefully there's no more spawns. Please, no more spawns. I need to go back and recharge and repair and pick up more curators. And then go to a regular haven. What's the trick to keep them off your drones? I have no idea. Hey, Toxic Apollo, yeah, that was pretty bad. The biggest problem with Vinny and Havens was the fact that I couldn't tank well, so I had to gain some distance, but as I gained more distance to be able to recharge my shields, I was not in the targeting range anymore, or my drones were not able to attack the targets. Excuse me. I had to wait to go back once my shields or cap is recharged, and then deploy my drones. That took the most time. Oh, Gooba, yes, yes. The trick is to get them to lock your drones first and then... get them to lock you first and then deploy your drones. But with sentries, the biggest problem is the fact that they're already deployed. And we can't really take it back. Make sure that drones are attacking the same target all at once and not split DPS here. Hey Charlie, how's it going? Yeah, I love this is the other reason, the other minor reason why I like fighting the Blood Raiders is the laser light show. It's a rave up in here. Ozone ratting can go wrong. Alright, I can pump it up. I started my live stream with this song. It is the best Eve song, to be honest. This is Eve right here. Classic Eve song. Below the asteroids. Yeah, AI is not that smart here. Not that smart. Okay, 4 battleships remaining. Hopefully they're the last ones. Hopefully. Now that I think of it, the Naga looks like a cool ship to fly on the main. Something about the alphing things on 100+ kilometers sounds fun. Simulated to fit once, and spike out, just looks like a ridiculous range. Naga is pretty cool. Naga is pretty cool. I haven't had much chance flying that ship, but it looks awesome. You're at the 4 brass with a ping on every pixel. I think most rats can hit cruisers when they're above 1012 kilometers per second. Interesting. Is that the rule here? Meters per second. Interesting. Yeah, like I said, I had a choice to fit micro warp drive, but it wouldn't be cap stable. So I decided to go with the cap stable after burner fit instead. But I can always go for the micro warp drive just to see how well we do. Hey, why is this taking so long? Get this Pope down. Kenneth, thank you so much. That means a lot to me. Thank you. Appreciate it. Seaboat? No, that's not a Seaboat. That is a outer targeter. That is totally the outer targeter. Just a Blood Raider battleship passing by. Nothing to see here. Beautiful explosions! Nice. Yeah, this is taking a while, to be honest, but yeah, this was a weird sight, so we're not gonna count this one in our calculations of stuff. That's for sure. But I will try to do one more run with the curators after this. At least one more run. Hostile staff here. No curators, please. But I have to. I have to find out. You gotta know the truth. I have to know whether curators are better than the traders for the havens. Oh yeah, I'm gonna check out what's inside of my mobile tractor unit here. Curators have transversal, curators do not. That's true. That's very true. Nothing so far, and I think that was the last one, yeah. Okay, let's see what's inside of this. Probably nothing too big. Yeah, 4.3 million. That's nothing. Come on, that's nothing. So let's go back to our main base and pick up first. Well, first things first. Let's pick up our curators here. Hey, Suka Free, how's it going? Welcome to my live stream. Yeah, the curator that, from my skills, I think is like 81. But yeah, it's a long range. It's a really long range. So let's leave the MTU here. There's still lots of stuff for them to rake in here. In the meantime, I'm gonna pick up my curators. I'm gonna add 2 more to my arsenal and then try a brand new haven to see what we can do with it. Okay, there we go. It's in. Let's get to the structure. Let's just warp to 0 at this point in time to actually repair and then continue on. Would you recommend a laptop for Eve? As long as you can have a mouse next to your laptop, yeah, for sure. I mean, laptop would work okay, I think. Eve is not really that much of an graphically intensive game, let's put it that way. You can definitely tune down your settings to make it look a more potato mode, but still have fun. Saying 4.3 mil is nothing. It's a good hit for my ticks. Oh man. Honestly though, for now, so that's not a lot. That's honestly not that much. I get it. Okay, let me first of all dock up first. Let's get the curators in, then I'm gonna undock, take a bit of a break, and get back into it. So infiltrators are out. I don't want them here right now. What I do want is more curators. More 2. By more I mean 2. There we go. Got 5 and 5. That should be good. I'm okay with that. Maybe, you know what? Let's put the other 2 in, just in case. If something, I can always get more. I can always get more. And is there one more MTU out there? I think there is. In fact, I'm sure there's one here. There it is. Okay. Let's go, let's repair. I'm gonna take a quick break and I'll be right back within a couple of minutes, guys. So don't go anywhere. I just need to repair my armor here. That's all. In the meantime, I'm gonna play some permaband.
It's been a long time, my friend, a long time. Yet it seems to have gone by in just a flash. A lot of you shooting me, a lot of me shooting you, and Concord kicking everybody's ass.
We have ignited violence on a massive scale. Scramble those who try to walk away. Nothing says I love you like a kill mail. So don't be surprised if I send you one today. Blossoms in the starlit wonderland. We're doomed to fight for resources and power. So if I shoot you in the face, I'm sure you'll understand.
For 10 years now we've sat and watched the explosions, dancing to the rhythm of our hearts. Killing and dying still stirs up emotions. New Eden is a world where dying is enough. Killing is just a means of communication.
is more the trip than the destination. Hey girl, come fly with us, that's an invitation. Don't be afraid of a little death and exploitation.
Killing. It's just a means of communication.
Let's do this. Yeah, so what are we doing, by the way? Oh yes, right. We got a shit ton of curators and praetors just in case. Oh yeah, let's go ahead. But there's a brand new Bloodhaven somewhere here. Whatever, let's go ahead. Hey, JP Muffithead, welcome to my live stream. Hey Ira, yes, this is my goal actually. My goal is to get a carrier. I am working towards a carrier. Clobo Coke, long time no see. How are you, my good sir? Hopefully you are doing well. So, hoping this side is actually untouched, and then we can actually test out how well the curators will work against praetors. There is a sentry versus heavies in a haven site. Awesome. Close. Let's launch all the curators that we can. And the MTU is launched as well. There we go. Brand new untouched site. It is 10:49 p.m. on the clock. The clock is starting now. Let's see if we can finish it faster than half an hour. And see how much ISK we can get. Okay, let's use the last of each cruiser spawner wave triggers. Possibly. I think it's actually the popes. The popes usually were used to be the triggers, but the last site was weird. Let's not count the last site as something that's ideal or indicative of how these sites work. Because technically it was started before with somebody else and the waves were just like very weird. Not something that I'm used to at this point in time. So I don't think the last site was looking... I'm not gonna factor that into my calculations, basically. Time is flying by, always Cloboke. Hope you're doing well, though. Hope you're doing well. Wow, Eve Bebop, thank you so much. That brightens my heart, thank you. Making me blush here. I'm streaming at my, irregular time. I don't usually stream past 10 p.m. Eastern time, but I started later. I started at 9 p.m. instead of my 8 p.m. So I am going to go to at least 11, if not a little bit later. Well, yeah, actually, I'm going to have to go a little bit later because I'm going to finish the site at the very least. At the very least. You know, you can change the default orbit by clicking... I know, Ira. I definitely know. This song, I don't like it. Appearing thing, that's good. Okay, so the premise is that the curators should perform better than the praetors because there's no travel time, even though they have 100 DPS less than the praetors. That is, the sentries have less DPS than the heavies, but they don't have to travel. And people keep telling me that the Forsaken hubs are better when you're doing anything that's subcap. And actually, I don't see any here. I definitely don't see any here at all, so I can't even run them. Is this a Forsaken hub? Is it? Let me... Can I adjust? No, it's Forlorn. Oh, there's a Forsaken hub here. Never mind, okay. There's two. So yeah, I might try those later on just to see for myself whether they're way better or not. Kind of curious for myself. I trust other people that they've done the calculations correctly already, and when you're doing the Ishtar, it's probably best to go for the Forsaken hub and the Curators. But I just want to know for myself. I want to know the exact... everything exactly. So as long as we don't have to warp out this time, that'll be great. Because, yeah, last night I had to warp out on top of everything else. And that was not nice. That definitely messed me up a little bit. I think a hub is a 9 out of 10. You mean like a DD rating for it? It looks like the other drones were working better. Hey Brian Connell, welcome to my live stream. In a way, yes. I think they were slicing through the battleships a little bit faster. But it's okay. We're here to find out what's best. And then we're just gonna use the best strategy possible for this year, you know, until they revamp ratting once again or do some other change. Oh, interesting. Anomalies also have ratings. Cool. So what's the Haven one then? What can you rate the Haven as? Okay, new spawn. Going straight for the frigates. Oh, you want to see heaviness 10 out of 10? Interesting. Good to know, good to know. Which will be right after you figure it out. Yeah. This is mostly a research stream, guys. Hub is 8 out of 10. Haven is... Sanctum is 10 out of 10. Okay, there we go. Sanctum. Do I have a Sanctum here, by the way? Oh, there is one Sanctum here. Cool. Alright. I mean, I'm sure I can run a Sanctum, but probably not going to be very ISK efficient. There's a lot of that you have to consider. ISK efficiency is one of those things. I mean, when you're trying to maximize your ISK income, ISK efficiency is very important. Feeling wealthy? Now and then, yes. I wonder if Sanctum will have a double Titan spawn. Yeah, the Parade is definitely used to slice through the patriarchs and popes way faster. But overall, I'm not sure if the travel time would it contribute to that, you know? Hey, Juan Ramon, welcome back to my live stream. Good to have you with us. So Dread Spawn, I still have not seen a Dread Spawn. For as many of Havens that I have ran, I have not seen a Dread Spawn. I'm not sure how rare it is. But yeah, not seen one yet. Don't ask for 2 dreads in a single side. Okay, last battleship of this spawn. And then off we go to the next spawn. Just gotta watch out for those newts, that's all. Let the Dread Rex face if you don't change up stuff and be more cautious. Huh. Interesting. I have no idea. Come on, next spawn. Yeah, Bebop, that's what I heard too. I'm not sure happy about that. I kind of enjoyed that mechanic. Not that I really was trying to find anybody, but that sort of added danger of, you know, what would happen? What was going to happen when I warp out of my T4 side? I mean, I'm not sure why they're making it a little bit easier for everybody to run, but it's what they're doing. If anything, that's gonna make the stuff that people gather from T4 and T5 sides a lot less expensive. Also, it's next week. Okay, I wasn't sure when it's actually going to be implemented. Look at that hit from my drones. Direct hit right there. Bam. Actually, the ticks of like 19 million, that's not bad at all. Not bad at all. That's almost approaching my rattlesnake actually. My rattlesnake I used to get, you know, 20 to 23 million ticks. Sometimes 26. Really depending on what kind of rats I was facing. Alright, 4 more battleships. And then next wave. It reminds me, is it a criminal suspect active auto player with a timer? Potting, I think yes. Bebop, yes, I think I have max drone skills. Actually, no, possibly not max curator skills. Let's take a look. So I have all the requirements. But I'm not sure if I have the ooh, look at the spin! Look at the beautiful spin! Awesome! I think I have sentry drones tech 2 at level 4, so I don't have level 5. That's gonna take me way too long. Never bothered with that. Atmosphere! Welcome to my live stream. How's it going? Here's hoping you get an officer spawn and a juice escalation to sell. Thank you. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I feel sorry for the crew of the cult ship. Not that they blew up, but because there was so much shaking. Their pilot done messed up. Okay, 3 more. Explosions! Gotta watch out for that cruiser looting party. That's gonna probably happen next wave or the wave after that. I mean, the curators are doing okay. The curators are okay. I still think Praetors are faster. Honestly, in this particular site, I think Praetors would do a little bit better. Because they have more DPS. 100 DPS is a big number. Very big number. Can you fly a carrier? Yes and no. So yes, I have the skills to fly a carrier, but I have never flown one before. So I want to say no yet, because I mean, flying a carrier skill-wise, yes I can. But personal experience-wise, no. I kind of want to try that first before actually streaming it. Nice, Gore, very nice. The rare spawns are Dark Blood Commander and Dark Blood Dreadnought. I got the Dark Blood Commander once, which did not really drop that much in terms of loot, to be honest. Hopefully I don't get a Dreadnought. I don't want to deal with the Dreadnought. I can't deal with the Dreadnought. Serpentis, yeah, Serpentis are kind of easy that way. I can deal with newts though. I think usually, yeah, I can. Just I had a bad luck last sight. That was not working out well. Okay, so 3 and 3 once again. We got 3 frigates to kill first, followed by 3 battleships. And the Curator should be able to handle it No problem. Oh, awesome, Ira. That's awesome. Yeah, I have no experience with that whatsoever. Carrier, next stream hype. You guys wanted it to happen? Shit, I'll make it happen for you. I'll make it happen. I'll definitely make it happen. I'm kind of biding my time though, because yes, like I said before, and I'm sorry if you're watching me from the start. I'm repeating myself a lot in the stream, but I am trying to make a video. I want to compare the Vinny, Gila, Ishtar, Rattlesnake, and then eventually a Carrier. Probably gonna be like 3 videos at least of dealing with hard ISK numbers that you can get with those 4 ships. Aw, thank you, Eve Bebop. Thank you. You know what, I'm ready to buy one. I'm honestly ready to buy one. I just never really tried it. I think that I'm gonna try it first before streaming it. Just so I can get kind of familiar with it a little bit. But Carrier, it's probably gonna be a Nid. Nid Hogur, right? Something name like that. From what I know, it's one of the best ones for PvE. Thanatos? No, I cannot fly a Thanatos. I'm not trained for that. I am trained for the Nid for sure, though. Use are fun for PvP because it forces me to do some cap management, but PvE I like playing smooth, with no changes of pace. Yeah, that's right, Brian. I got it covered. Don't you worry, guys. I got it covered. I think it's Nid Hagor then Thanatos. Yeah, I'd go for the Nid first, and I'm trained for it as well. I mean, not really like well trained, but trained enough to fly it mediocre. Let's put it that way. Would be the climax of your nullsec writing streams as of late. That's right. I was kind of yeah, well, I was going like up and up, right? So started with the Vinny, Gila, same stream. Now I'm going for the Ishtar. But then, you know, I have to do a Rattlesnake next time. So next week it's gotta be a Rattlesnake, right? And maybe a week after that I'm gonna go for the Carrier. What do you think? Yeah, Klobog, that name is fun to say, isn't it? How do you find those sites? So those sites are listed in your anomalies, so the probe scanner. So you go to the this thing, you can click the probe scanner, you make sure that your anomalies are selected, and you find the havens. I'm running the havens right now, but people tell me that the Forsaken hubs are better ISK ratios, so you want to go for one of these ones. Forsaken hubs. If anything subcap is way better when you go for Forsaken hubs, as far as my viewers tell me. And I believe them, 100%. I believe you guys. Alright, if you want, dudes, if you want, next stream is going to be Rattlesnake, nullsec ratting. And 2 weeks from now, ooh, what a beautiful shot. Look at that. Wow, what a beautiful shot. Okay, so Nooning Party is here. Let's get rid of all these elders. Have the elders. Viewers never lie. That's right, viewers never lie. My viewers never lie. I trust you guys with my life. Okay. Elders are going down. Don't trust them as far as I can throw them. And is good to train. Toxicapoli, probably, yeah. You know what? I did hear good things about it. I think I selected the Nid to train for because it was just faster. That's all. For the skills that I had beforehand. Here would be awesome to see. Always wanted to get one to run level 5s, but not how to handle the gank aspect. Yeah, atmosphere. Same with me. If I buy a carrier, I gotta make sure they have enough ISK to actually repurchase it if necessary. Because otherwise, that's gonna be really difficult to replace. Hey, Brian. Probably should. I didn't get a good angle though. My face was in the way on the OBS, but that was quite cool. That was quite cool. Could they be found in lowsec? I don't know. I don't know much about lowsec. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I really don't know about much about lowsec. I'm not the authority on lowsec. I know there's some anomalies in lowsec, but probably not havens. And then it's supposed to be an armor cap. So is Nid though, right? I thought Nid is armor. Okay, look at that. We survived the neuting party. So I don't know what went wrong last side. That just wasn't right. But we are on our last leg of spawns. There might be one more spawn after this. Lots of battle cruisers and battleships, and then we're done with the site. Don't remember exactly when I started this, but I'll replay the live stream for myself and actually time everything. Need a shield. Oh, okay, good to know, good to know. Hey, Flying Wombat. I think it's done. I think the DDoS is done. The need a Chimera shield, Thani and Archon are armor. So, the guide that I read, I think it was like half a year to a year ago when I first started thinking maybe I should train for a carrier, was there's some carriers that are really good for PvP but not good for PvE. And Archon was one of those things. It's like I kind of wanted an Amar carrier or a Kaldari carrier, but they just weren't good for PvE. And I'm not going to be doing PvE sorry, I know I'm not going to be doing the PvP in those ships. So I decided to go for something that people say are the best for PvE, which was the Nid and the Thanatos. But Nid was just like a little bit easier for me to train because of the previous skills, that's all. Mudrons are highest damage, lowest speed, right? No. Gallant drones usually the highest damage, but they deal in thermal damage. Amar could very well be the lowest speed. I'm not sure on that. But I am fighting the Blood Raiders, that's why I'm using the Curators and Praetors if need be. They are Amar drones, and they are the best to use against the Blood Raiders. I train for Tani. Even then, most people don't believe in the Vervin. I love Vervin. How do you pronounce that? Because of the way it looks, and then because I used to play a lot of Valkyrie, and that's like one of the carriers that's actually in the game in Valkyrie, and you get to fly through it and destroy the core. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, so it would be awesome if I could fly it, but then I don't want to train and spend so much ISK and time training for it if I can't actually use it properly. Tiny flies were nice. Why weren't? Okay, there we go. Thank you, Core. Thank you. Max difficulty in lowsec is hub 8 out of 10. Okay. See, it doesn't matter about the difficulty. What you want to do is maximize your ISK efficiency. That's what you want to go for. Believe me, don't go for the most difficult one. That doesn't mean you're gonna get the best ISK out of it. Because when it comes to PvE like this, it's, I mean, unless you really want to, you know what, I'm gonna go for the most hardcore side, and that's what I want to do, and that's what you get your gaming kicks out of. That's totally fine. It's up to you. But if you do in PvE, I'm sure you're doing it to get some ISK, and if you want to get some ISK, you gotta go for ISK efficiency. It's like one of those rare times when I advocate for researching proper ISK efficiency. Otherwise, you gotta do what you like in game. You really gotta do what you like. Look in, choke, but I'm. That doesn't fly, period. Ouch! Break mole, ouch! Yeah, I wasn't sure that if Mitani plays at all. Alright, there we go. Just like I thought, we're gonna get a shit ton of battle cruisers and battleships here to fight against, and that's probably going to be one of the last waves out here, unless we get a special spawn afterwards. So let's see. Hey, First Knit, so they are going away. They're totally going away. POSs are going to be a thing of the past. Man, I'm like slicing through these things. Look at that. I love fighting the battle cruisers. They're so squishy. So just a means to an end for you? When it comes to PvE like this, like ratting, currently it's more of an educational thing for me because this is not something I've ever done in this game. I've never really nullsec ratted seriously. Maybe a year ago or so, I kind of, you know, we got the system and I tried to fly in it and see what I can get up to within it. Eventually, once I figure out the best ship, the best fit for myself to run these sites, yeah, it's more of a, you know what, I need some ISK. Let me go rat a little bit. Currently, though, it's more of an exploratory, let's see what we can do, let's see what kind of fits we can have. And I read guides now and then, but mostly what I do with this game is that I kind of try to find for myself and learn through my own mistakes as to what's good and what's not. Just because I need something. I need something in this game to really look forward to and something new for me to learn. But generally, I would say PvE should be a means to an end. You can enjoy it. It doesn't mean you shouldn't enjoy it. But overall, it's like, well, what else are you gonna do with this, right? Except, you know, look at these beautiful explosions. Run a Sanctum. You guys think I should run a Sanctum in this stream? I don't know if I can. I'm probably gonna switch to my healer for that, actually. Even though technically Ishtar is better DPS, Healer is the worst DPS, but I think Healer applies DPS way better than the Vinny. Way better. And as much as it pains me, I'll have to go back to Vinny and kind of optimize the way I ran the Haven before last week on my stream, because I don't think it was right. Nothing was wrong about the way I was running it, and it took me way too long, and it shouldn't. And I am afraid I'm going to waste one more hour to actually go through one side. But for science and videos, I'll do it. Another reason to train Thani is because it's the same requirement for a Nyx, which almost every Null Alliance uses, unless once again you are with fucking test. I am with 6th Empire, in case you guys couldn't tell. So we're not really a land grab alliance, we don't really participate in many ops and stuff like that. And I don't really... I want to say never. Eventually I might be like, you know what, let's try Capital Fleet. But I don't like how some nullsec stuff alliances operate in a way that, like, you know, it's 4 AM, you gotta wake up, call to arms, you gotta do it. No, I don't do that shit. If I get into a fleet and somebody in the AFC yells at me, I log out. I don't deal with that shit. I don't need somebody to yell at me in a video game. I don't do that. So that's kind of like, I'm a bit antisocial when it comes to EVE and fleets. If you know what I mean. I have no patience for that. Somebody wants to exercise their ego on somebody, you know, you can do that. It's not gonna be me. You're never gonna exercise your ego on me in this game. That's why I mostly play solo. I play in fleets now and then. I form my own fleets and I participate in other fleets now and then. Especially when it comes to, like, you know, RVB or incursion fleets, I do that. But I don't see myself in a role when I'm in a corporation and somebody tells me to log in and fight. I'm just like, no, I have my own shit to deal with. If I log in, I want to do something that's fun for me, and, you know, if I If you call me to a fleet and I have to participate, that's not fun for me anymore. Don't you yell at me, Soundspark, don't you dare. Yeah, you know, I stream, I play this game socially in a way that I talk to you guys. That's how I get my kicks out of it. And I learned the game from my first-hand perspective. My personal things, like, you know what, I know devs did this and I know somebody calculated everything already, but I want to find out for myself what's the best fit, what's the best ship, and that's how I play this game. We don't want to wake up at 6 AM to fight, we have to wake up because the timer said that. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking a lot about, you know, when Citadels came out, I wanted to make my own Raitaro, because I'm kind of... even though I love exploration, I would say that's my most favorite thing to do in game is exploration. I come from the industrial background, and now and then I want to go mining. I want to go build shit, you know what? I want to build a battleship, I want to build a carrier. So I wanted to get a Raitaro, but I looked at this like, you know what, there's so much vulnerability timers, and then I have to protect it. I have to make sure somebody's there to protect it for me. Like, nah, too much to deal with. I can't do it. I can't be bothered to do it. Most people in chat are a-holes, just like Fleet FCs. So what's the difference? That's true, Huzzah. That's very true. That's absolutely true. And you know what? I don't give them the time of day. Ooh, wow, look at that. Look at that pivot right there. Just spinning around its axis. Beautiful. I just play this game to appreciate it. I play this game for fun. I play this game because I talk to you guys. Because I'm part of a bigger community. And I mean, when you play the game for 8+ years, it's like, what else can you do here? Leave it up to them to defend. I could, but that'd be my own shit, right? So in a way, this is why I love being part of the 6th Empire. They just let me do whatever. They're like, yeah, you're part of our empire, but go ahead. Do whatever you want. They're very non-committal. Nobody's forcing you to do any ops, and if you want to contribute, stuff is there for you to contribute. Like, for example, right now, I think we need fuel for all our stuff. Well, let me lower the volume a little bit. But I could never consider myself to be like a pilot of a big alliance where somebody would yell at me in fleet to do something. I'm just like, no, you don't do that to me. Maybe some people enjoy it. I don't question. I don't judge. I honestly don't judge. If that's what you want, and enjoy doing it, that's fine. Absolutely okay. In a way, this game is unlike the others, is that it's unreal, but it's real in a way. You know what? It is fun. Let's say your lines get attacked, you get to wake up early and participate with like 4,000 other people fighting for this Keepstar or whatever. It's fun, I get it. It's not my playstyle, that's all. The trailer got one part of Eve right though. Explosion costs can be crazy. I had like 200 mil ISK in the Heron that was only... Yeah, oh yeah. I really hope the CCP never ever nerfs exploration. Few people do it. Very few people do it, and even less people do it well. But yeah, you can get the cheapest ship ever and you haul so much more out of it. It's the best risk versus reward ratio in game. That's exploration, bar none. When you start the game as an alpha clone, go for exploration. Definitely. I mean, unless you don't really enjoy that kind of like scanning playstyle, but if you like it, oh man, you're in for a treat. Alright, let's pull everything in. So current time is 11:23 local time. Oh boy, let me pull everything in. Let me actually salvage everything that I did last time, and I'm gonna go back to Praetors. I think Praetors did way better on the Havens than the Curators, to be honest. But I'll have to take a look at the numbers afterwards. True, but flying a Titan that actually fires an enemy is nice feeling. Oh yeah. Oh huzzah, I guaranteed, yes. Oh yeah, I can't argue against that. See, I can't fly a Titan yet, so for me that's kind of a moot point. But if I ever did, have a capability to fly a Titan, yeah, you know, I probably would love to lose it in a battle. You know what, I'll probably join one of the fleets and have fun with it. But now and then I keep like hearing horror stories of people yelling on comms and berating other players, and it's like, why? Who cares? It's... I mean, FCs get annoyed because yeah, true, they have to deal with a lot of dumb people. Let's put it out there. There's a lot of dumb in EVE Online. A lot. There's no hiding behind that. But at the same time, it's like, not something I want to deal with, that's all. In Fleet, like with the pickup travel time, heavies are better for Ishtar or Dexter than sentries. Max Mori, thank you. That's what I felt like, but people, when I started streaming this 2 hours ago, they were like, use the sentries. What are you doing? Why aren't you using the sentries? So everybody has their own really like opinion on how things should work. I get it. Everybody has their own experience. That's totally fine. This is why I'm doing this, to really explore what we can and can't do in this game. Okay, let's duck up. Let me get my... knock this out. Let's salvage everything and then go back and maybe do one more site with just my Ishtar and the Praetors again. Using cities of crazy people. I'd like the playstyle more if my gaming rig was better. I have very bad responsiveness issues. Potato mode. Gotta go potato mode. Come on, are we warping yet? Yeah, I think from a fleet experience, what I really enjoyed actually was being part of RVB. That's red versus blue. That's kind of like small scale, small gang fleet PvP. Mostly frigates, unless you are the FC, then you get to fly the heavily tanked cruiser, and that was a lot of fun. People on both sides had a lot of fun. And that's why I kind of recommend it. If you want to learn PvP, go for RVB and join the Red Federation or the Blue Republic, or whatever they're called. You can easily find it in-game and just have fun. And have an alt to like actually make ISK and stuff. And if not, if solo is more your playstyle, that's totally fine. People keep saying that you have to join a corporation to enjoy this game, and in a way it's true. I don't totally agree with it, but I've been solo for 7 years, 6 to 7 years of my EVE career, and I'm fine. I really enjoy solo playstyle. Definitely depends on what you would like to do in game. Let me move the curators out. Let me put some infiltrators back in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just in case. Then I put it in drone bay. Eventually, I may make like a overall encompassing video of when you're a brand new player, what to expect, what my experience was, did you do kind of thing. But there's a lot of videos like that out there, so I'm not sure if I'll even bother. Hey Chaz West, yeah, you know what, RVB, I was part of RVB maybe 4 or 5 years ago, so my experience comes from that era. I think it's a little bit different now, but still equally as good.
Warp drive active.
RVB is like this, like, unadulterated, pure violence when it comes to PvP. You log in, you get into your frigate, there's always a fleet available, at least when I was playing, there was always a fleet available, you join them, you go and fight. You want to fight a 1v1, you go to the opposing enemy system, which is like two jumps away, and find somebody, and somebody will always respect your 1v1 wishes. It was great. It was honestly awesome to be part of our RVB. I can't recommend it enough. Yeah, solo is really underrated. It is difficult, especially in this game. It's a very difficult playstyle to be part of. But depending on how you want to play this game, like for me, that is my playstyle. As much as I like being part of fleets and talking to people, I just enjoy to logging in and streaming this game, to doing my own shit, and nobody can tell me what to do. That's why I have my own corporation. It's part of an alliance, and which is a great alliance, to be honest. It's why I joined Sixth Empire in the first place. They were very they were like, yeah, do whatever you want. You're part of us. You can do whatever you like. We're not gonna judge you. We're not going to be like, do this or do that. It's great. It's very refreshing. Not every node is a node master. That's true. That's very true. The thing is that I was running solo for so long, it was so weird for me to go to nullsec and see blues. That was like the most welcoming feeling I've ever had in any game whatsoever. Like, oh my goodness, people here are blue to me, they're friends. Hello, friends. I'm so glad to see you. That was awesome. That was my first experience going to like nullsec, being part of Sixth Empire. So there's definitely that aspect to the gameplay. And as much as you try to twist it or not, but even if you play solo, EVE is still a social game. You're never really solo. I mean, unless you can find some sort of like a pocket of nullsec that nobody ever goes to and that's just you by yourself. But everything you do in EVE eventually echoes down this like social chamber of like, what if you gotta sell stuff? You have to sell to someone, right? If you're buying stuff, you buy it from somebody. If you're traveling through nullsec exploring, you're gonna eventually bump into people that want to kill you. That's just the way it is. So it's never really solo. Alright, let's get everything here. Good loot. Hoping for some really good loot here. How do you think? How do you think working gas mining is slowly becoming less and less profitable? Hey, Brian Lee. So I used to do that a lot, especially when it comes to like ninja gas harvesting. So when I did that video, I actually did two videos, I think, and at least one live stream of me trying to gas harvest the stuff. Yeah, so I was primarily a high-sec dweller, sometimes in low-sec as well, but yeah, I think it is becoming less and less profitable. I'm not sure what to suggest in this case. I mean, it is in an industrial kind of play style. Okay, let me this up. Let's go to cargo hold. We're going to remove this particular location because we don't need it anymore. Everything in EVE kind of goes through these cycles. So like you would have something that is profitable, then more and more people realize it's profitable, so they go back to it and they do more of it, and eventually it gets less profitable, so people leave and do some other stuff, and that stuff becomes more profitable again. Wormhole gameplay, I think, in my opinion, is the most exciting gameplay in this game. If I could find an awesome wormhole corporation that would let me do my own shit, I would totally join them for like maybe half a year or so, just to experience living it. Hardcore. It's the hardcore EVE gameplay, it's the wormhole. It's not null, it's not low, definitely not high sec. It's wormholes. That's where you go to get the most out of the game, I think, in my opinion. Yeah, I hope it doesn't get nerfed. See, a lot of stuff kind of get nerfed when it came to nullsec gas, because all of a sudden the boosters became legal, and that made it that meant that people could just sell them willy-nilly. So a lot of corporations and alliances lost a lot of ISK from having gas in null. Never really made ISK from that, so I really can't comment. There may be a little bit less demand from what we're seeing in terms of equipment and stuff from the wormhole, but I'm sure it'll bounce back. Eventually it'll bounce back. Spooky space, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can make drugs from the wormhole gas. I could be wrong on that, because I know now wormholes kind of house a lot of elements from known space. So it's possible that you might encounter some gas that is used to make drugs. But in my memory, I think it's only used to be that nullsec used to have those gas clouds that would yield drugs. There we go, sandbox. Thank you, yeah. Wormhole gas is for T3 production. Yeah, I'm not sure how much in demand T3 stuff is at this point in time. Could be just less demand. That's all, you know? Like anything industry in EVE, you have to really follow as to, you know, what's going on, what's in demand. And you have to be really adaptable to the conditions of the market. Market means everything to you when you're an industrial player. Unless, of course, you don't really care. You're just kind of like, you know what, I'm going to build this stuff and that's all I'm going to build, and that's fine. You know, you're going to be known for that kind of stuff. That's okay. But if you want to really maximize your ISK, you kind of have to almost have a crystal ball in terms of what kind of how market is doing, what you have to build next. Yeah, gas mining used to be really easy ISK. You didn't have to have many skills. I mean, the skill book was very expensive, especially for a new player to get into it. But once you get it, you know what, get like a venture or get a prospect, off you go in the very first wormhole, find some gas sites and fun. You could make your ISK back really fast. Man, there's a lot of wrecks here. T3 product prices are usually practically on par with materials costs in hubs anyways. Yeah, I mean, selling to hubs, it's faster, but you're definitely losing on some profit, that's for sure. Hubs have a lot of competition, like a lot. What ship am I harvesting with? So this is the Noctis. It is the industrial ship of EVE. One of the best salvaging ships out there. Hey, and there we go, everything is harvested. Scoop this up. Let's see what's inside. Another 4.3. So yeah, so far we got what, 3 sites, roughly for just a little bit over 4 million each. Not anything to brag about, to be honest, but you know what, it's something. It's a little bit extra. I don't usually go through the trouble of harvesting my wrecks and stuff, but now and then I do it just for fun. Like, combine everything with salvage as well, now we're up to 48.7 million, which is not bad at all. I mean, you have to subtract these two things. Let's reverse this. Then we got about 34 million from 2 sites. 3 sites, I should say 3 sites, because I haven't really transferred everything from the previous site. Everything from loot to salvage. The Cadillac of salvage, that's right, M. Thomas, that's right. Alright, what do you guys think? Should I run one more site? One more site with the Ishtar and Praetors? Let me know, let me duck up. Aside with the Noctis, that's gonna be a really quick sight. I'm gonna die so fast. Oh, there's a drone bay actually. You know, it could possibly fit like 5 drones for salvaging too. That wouldn't be too bad. Okay, let's go one more. Let's have one more. Hey, Lackluster, welcome on live stream. Alright, let me take a quick break and I'll be right back. Let me pump up some pepper band.
Target locked, guns are hot. Full speed ahead. Bang, bang, you're dead. You may think you have a shot to take me down. Victory's mine instead. Got my best bit on. We're gonna have some fun tonight.
All right, let's do this.
Are you ready for a fight?
For science, you're right. For science.
We got a party going on. Overheat your feet. We got
Oh wow, thank you so much for the subscription, Lackluster, on my YouTube page. Appreciate it.
Bring on the wrecking machine, setting your dreams of heaven on fire.
Sanctum. If I was doing a Sanctum, I'd do a healer. I trust the healer more than I trust the Ishtar or the Divinity.
Bring on the wrecking machine, gonna ignite your every desire.
Wow, CW, thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. I remember you. I remember you. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Awesome. Really appreciate your generous donation. Thank you. Alright, let's orbit at 36 kilometers. So level 4s are impossible to solve anymore. No, you can do level 4s, Gothic Samurai, for sure. For sure. Level 4s are no problem solo. Level 5s you can do solo, that's for sure. So best T1 Alpha Industrial, you mean like for hauling, right? Let me think. Usually Galantis have the best T1 Industrial in Evo line. Usually. Okay, 5 raiders deployed, here we go. It is 11:43 o'clock. Let's see how long it takes us to finish this site. I want to make some clone YouTube accounts and subscribe just to watch him dance. Oh, Brian, thank you. Thank you. You guys do donations, I dance. That's how it works. That's how it works. It seems impossible to hit frigates anymore. You have to... It's probably tougher than it used to be. No, that was my experience as well when I tried to run level 4s in the Abaddon. And like I couldn't really run them that well anymore. Your best bet is to fit some light drones in order to take care of the frigates. That's your best bet. I've never tried Praxis SM branches, never really tried that. Take the center ring and burn circles in the sanctum and you'll take some damage, but it will stop once you get orbit established. I've ran the sanctum before and it's a very long kind of site to run through. I mean, Healer could do it well, and I got decent ISK out of it, but I don't trust Ishtar to do as well, honestly. I see a lot of Vexor fits with no turrets and all drone damage. Is that smart? Yeah, I mean, Vexor is mostly a drone boat. Same with Ishtar. You can fit turrets, they'll be mostly useless. I think I have 2 extra slots in the hives that I can actually use, but didn't bother to because I'm completely filled up in terms of CPU and power grid here. Like there's nothing else that could really fit here in order to accommodate CPU and power grid. So your best bet is to have at least one drone link augmenter and like an auto targeted system. And Vexor is totally a drone boat. Stop using tricks.
Is more than I can bear. Keep looking over my shoulder.
They do take time, but the loot is worth it. Okay, I'm Thomas. Yeah, I might deploy my rattlesnake and see how well it does on that side. Tactics are more designed for the super carriers. I could see that. Could definitely see that. I'm not sure if I'll ever get to the super carrier level, but carrier, you know what? Give me like a month or so, I can have a live stream of me riding in a carrier. Are you farming that relic site right now? No, Brantley. I am farming the Blood Raider Haven sites. This is a PvE combat site. Anomaly, I should say. Anomaly. I love exploration. I haven't done it in a while though. Should probably go back to it. I really enjoyed that gameplay. No way, man. I love my Drake for crashing 3s. Level 3s and Drake are awesome. Can't argue against that. Really can't. I love my Drake. You know what? When I started playing the game, Drake was like the best ship of PvE. The best. They nerfed it. They nerfed it so much. Drake's always good for fleets. And always talk sarcastically. That's right. That's right. Alright, my MTU. I don't have one. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, you know what, this is the last side. I'm not gonna bother salvaging or anything like that. We're just gonna go through it. Screw it. Unless we have like a dark blood spawn or something. Gothic Samurai, yeah. Drakes are good bait. Drakes and Maulers. Best bait in this game. skills are the same. The cost of getting one is another story. It can cost you anywhere around 25 bill. Whew. Don't have that kind of dough. I really don't have the kind of dough. What's the best alpha ship now for moderate PvE? So alphas can play anything. Gila. Definitely Gila. Alphas can play Gila. Gila is the king of PvE in EVE Online. You can't go wrong with a Gila. It's expensive and it'll take you a while to be able to fly, but it's the best ship out there. It can do anything. Group of 4 of us in Vegas did a bunch of sanctums, made really crappy ISK, but we did it to see if it was possible, and the laughs. For a fact, I know I did sanctums in a Gila, and it worked well. It took me a while, but yeah, lots of ISK. Like non-stop battleships spawning, and it was great. When they rush into tackle and you have assault launchers fitted, in that moment they know they messed up. Oh yeah. My favorite is still the story of me being a low sec in the Vatican Pope Star system, and doing one of the event sites, and I was in a Gila. So this dude kept on warping in and trying to target me and fighting me, but every time I would do a lot of damage, but I was not PvP fit, so I couldn't scram him or web him or anything like that. He would warp out and then come back like 10-20 minutes later and try to attack me again, and every time I would like get him to like 50% hull at least, and they would warp out, and eventually they stopped, but it was just hilarious to see them try. Eel is a great ship. Yeah, alphas cannot fly Tech 3. Totally cannot fly Tech 3. So the Gila would beat Vexer in all respects? In a way, yes. Depending on your skills, of course. Depending on your skills. In my experience, like I said, I would prefer Gila over Vexer for these particular sites in here. Even though Gila would have a less DPS, it would make up for it way more because it's able to tank so much more damage, and it can stay closer to the targets and be able to apply more damage. And Heal is just like such a versatile ship. You can have it running for wormhole stuff, you can have it running for events, you can have it running for ratting or for missions, anything. I was in Damnation once and got tackled by 4 frigs and they couldn't do enough damage or news to do anything. It was an interesting 20 minutes until they gave up and left. Nice. That's awesome. I love hearing those stories. I love hearing the stories when pirates mess up. Would a sniper Naga work for these sites? Just got one grinning at the fit I made, especially the alpha. Maybe. Sniper Naga, I don't know. I've never tried a Sniper Naga at these sites. It's possible. I can't tell you for sure though. Sorry. I have limited experience with Naga, like almost no experience whatsoever. Remember I was running a level 4 a long time ago and a guy in a frigate was behind me looting wrecks, warped out and back again and the rats got him. Oh yeah, so the guy was trying to ninja loot and ninja salvage. I used to do that a lot. Mostly because it would get mission runners so upset. They would yell at me, hurl profanities, threaten me. It was great. I really enjoyed that. I think like first or like second ever time I did it, somebody sent me such a scathing email like, don't you ever fucking try to do this ever again or you will have to shit battleships in order to undock. I just laughed. I laughed so much. And I was part of this like corporation before that was not my own, and they got the email too saying like, your member is doing this and this, you should take care of it. And I was like, probably gonna get kicked out, but they didn't kick me out. They had a laugh at it too. They understood the humor behind it. I love it. It was so much fun. Yeah, atmosphere. You know what? When you start playing the game, you definitely feel differently. I used to get really upset. Like I said, I used to be really hardcore into industry and mining, and people. When I was into mining, jet canning was such a widespread thing. Everybody was doing it. So I used to get so upset over people jet canning that just raging. But then eventually I'm like, why am I upset about this? This is actually fun. We can have fun with them instead. Yeah, I think it depends on how much time you spend in EVE Online to realize that you shouldn't rage. This is just fun. I've been there, I've done that. Don't loot me or my wife's son's Rex ever again. Oh yeah, that was one of those things. If I ever see you looting my corporation again, you put so much bounty on you, you're gonna have to shit battleships. Yeah, that was good. I had a good laugh out of it. It's not the same anymore. You know what? CCP did a lot of things to kind of remove this sort of trolling. And I mean, in a way, it's kind of a good move, but in the other way, it's kind of like it's not fun anymore. It's not fun to be bad in this game anymore. Used to be able to jet can flip and have so much fun with miners raging, but now you can't do that. It doesn't matter. It really makes no difference whatsoever. Would you recommend tank mining barges or exhumers for the safest mining in nullsec? Okay, no. Nullsec is, if you're mining in nullsec, that means you should have protection of your alliance or corporation. So you go for max yield. Always go for max yield. If you're mining in nullsec by yourself, that's kind of a different story. And in a way, even if you tank your barges, probably if somebody wants to get you, they will get you. So yeah, I don't recommend mining in nullsec unless you have protection. What do you mean Concord doesn't hit them? Giving a reaction just makes the looter happier. That's right. That's what I learned kind of early on in my EVE career. It's just don't give in. Let them jet can flip you. It's fine. You can mine more, and they go ahead and they badger somebody else, But those first few times, I was seething with rage. What are you doing? That's my right. Get out of here. Kind of fun to look back. Try to answer risk what you can afford to lose. Yeah, definitely. Definitely only risk what you can afford to lose in this game. By not mining in Null, you mean asteroids, right? I mean anything whatsoever, because even if you have anomalies, the mining anomalies, people can easily warp to you. You should mine in Null. You definitely should mine in Null because it's way better ISK, but you gotta be part of a corporation. At least some corporation that has rights to a system or something like that. And nullsec is the safest security space out there. Excuse me, I know it says 0-0 or whatever, but Null is the safest place you can be for PvE or mining. Planned on solo mining. Guess I won't be doing that in nullsec anytime soon. Hey, Lord's Weapon. Yeah, I would not recommend it. It's possible. You know what? It's possible if you go to sovereign space nullsec, which is occupied by some sort of a NPC faction like Blood Raiders or Guristas or something. If you find a nice quiet system where there's nobody there and there's a station where you can park yourself at, yeah, it's possible to mine there and get some decent ISK. I'm not saying don't do it ever, But overall, get a corporation. You know, join a corporation that mines a null, and you will have way better yields and way more safety. See, this game, you can do whatever you want in this game. You can make it whatever you would like. It's just a matter of effort and skill that you have in order to achieve it, and perseverance. That's all. That's really it. Okay, so the new team party is here. Of course, I forgot when I actually started playing this, playing through this particular site, but whatever. I can always look back at the VOD and compare the times. You're very welcome, Lords. You're very welcome. You can always do it. I used to mine in low sec for fun. That's the thing I used to do. That was one of my first videos on my YouTube channel of me like mining in low sec, because I had fun, and you know I did make some good ISK. I would sitting here right now, I would never do it again because it's not profitable, and I would never want to waste my time. But if you're having fun, it doesn't matter, and you can always make it happen. Right now, I'm working on a stealth battleship to gank in nullsec. Stealth battleships. Never flown one. Never flown a stealth battleship. Do people actually make real money in this game? Like, is there a currency transfer? No, no, Larkian. It is against the terms of service, and you could get in a lot of trouble. And by a lot of trouble, I mean like you will probably be banned. So RMT, real money trading, is not allowed in this game. You cannot make real money from this game. People do it illegally. It's possible to do it. I'm not going to tell you how. It's possible to do it though. But it's something that will get you banned. And especially for the last year or two, CCP really has been stepping up and trying to stop RMT. So it's tougher and tougher. Just don't do it. Simple answer, don't do it. Alright, 3 more battleships. I think that's possibly the last wave, but maybe one more after this. In fact, I think there is one more after this with battlecruisers and battleships. So Praetors are... I think they're doing better in the Havens, to be honest. I think Praetors are way better. They do have way more DPS. It's and travel time isn't that significant when it comes to Havens, because kind of the battleships kind of like warp over here in this mess of asteroids and stuff, so not much space that my drones have to cover. I am flying an Ishtar. Total HP, let's take a look. So my DPS currently with the Praetors is 684.9, and my total defense is 38,419 effective health points. It would be very cool if you could with the game with such a notorious economy. It would be definitely make the game more tantalizing to new player. Yes and no. I don't think CCP wants to go down that rabbit hole of real money trading. That's gonna open up a whole host of things that they don't want to deal with, like money laundering and pay to win and all that jazz. Yeah, I mean, maybe it will attract some newer players, but I don't think it's the players that this game wants to attract, if you know what I mean. Alright, there we go. There we go. Called it. One more spawn. Let's dispatch all of these battlecruisers first. Yeah, exactly. Botters would flood this game so much. We're having a problem with bots as it is. We don't need we don't need extra help from RMT to to fuel the bot problem. And yeah, money laundering is a real issue. I don't think any gaming company really wants to deal with that kind of shit. Hey, Sensei Frank, how's it going? You thought I was done. I'm not done yet. Still doing it. Still looking at these beautiful spinning explosions here. Of course, this one doesn't spin. Of course. It's like my fourth side this stream or something like that. Something crazy like that. And yeah, I would, based on my own feeling right now, I would recommend Praetors over Curators at this point in time when it comes to running Havens in Ishtar. Hey, Rakemoil. Well, botters can always simulate a mouse click. That's not going to be a problem for them. I would assume. Well, Ishtar is one step away from from expensive healer for T4 and T5s, right? Eventually, yeah, that's what I'm planning. I ran out of all of my healers for T4s and T5s, and I want to go back to it. I want to go back to Troglodyte size, guys. That's what I want to do. But I promised next stream is gonna be a rattlesnake riding stream. It's happening next week, midnight Eve time, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Wednesday. Oh yeah, minigame would definitely solve the issue of the botters, that's for sure. Ooh, look at this spin of death. That was pretty cool. They would only have to figure out how to make the mouse go to a specific exploit location. Yeah. Botting is a very difficult thing to actually police against and catch. I mean, simple bots can be caught easily, but just a bit of complexity to the bot and the system really can't tell apart a human from a bot, right? Sensei, yeah, that's what people are telling me. They're like, you should go for a carrier. So I said, you know what, maybe next stream I should go for Rattlesnake first before I actually upgrade to a carrier. Ooh, look at that! Beauty! I love explosions in this game. Can't get enough of them. Really can't. Yeah, Praetors are slicing and dicing through this thing. So good. Be the first to make an ASMR Eve tutorial. People keep telling me that. I had no idea what the hell ASMR is until somebody commented on my video. They're like, this is the best ASMR ever. I had to like look into it. And then a few people approached me at FanFest 2 years ago. They were like, oh, you're the best ASMR streamer. I'm like, I have no idea what that means, to be honest. So I can't really say that I am, but it's kind of funny. I should look into it. If there's demand for it, I'm there. Hey, Chat Hackett Fernandez, I am using the Ishtar. Ishtar, which is a Galanti advanced cruiser. One thing that the minigame would do is remove the enjoyable Zen aspect of mining. Maybe you have it optional, but have a % penalty to yield if you don't do it. Maybe. Like I said, I don't think CCP would actually go that far. Honestly, don't think that would be the case. Oh, what am I doing? Beautiful. Beautiful explosions. Active players get more ISK, but people who want to chill can still get ISK. Yeah, I used to, I know you shouldn't do that, and that's like basically every guide out there. They're like, don't ever mine AFK or whatever. But I used to like put on some show that I want to watch and just mine or rat, stuff like that. That's completely acceptable, you know. By the way, how much is your ticks? You only get around 10 mil in my new Forsaken Hub and in Vinny. So yeah, this is way higher. This is like 16 to 19 to sometimes 20 million ISK. So the Ishtar does way better on the ticks. I can show you my ticks. So there you go. Those are my ticks. Since I've started doing this stuff. Not that great, but they're pretty good. They're pretty good. Watch local and watch a movie TV show and you can call yourself AFK mining. That's right, Lice. That is absolutely correct. Eventually I'll get back to mining. You know what, I've never ever actually flown a Rorcal, and that's what I kind of want to do in game. And yeah, eventually I tried. I don't have enough ISK for it right now at this point, but I'll get it eventually. Thank you, chat. Thank you. Usually with my Vinny, I alternate between 17 to 20 million tick and a 14 to 16 million tick. Yeah, I don't like comparing ticks, because ticks they kind of take into account what kind of rats you are fighting at this particular point in time, and you never know, right? Sometimes you get worse spawns, sometimes you get better spawns, and then travel time between the different size and stuff. So I prefer to kind of take a look at what we have in terms of like how long it takes you to run one particular site and how much ISK you get from it, and from that extrapolate the ISK per hour ratio. That's what I'm all about. But you know what, this is it. I am going to pretty much stop at this point in time. I don't have my my MTU at this particular site, so we're going to just abandon everything that is here. There was no blood spawn, so I don't care. I'm gonna dock up and end the stream at this particular point in time. Yeah, that was interesting. I think Ishtar performs better than the healer. I haven't had a chance to actually take a look. So by the way, I finished at roughly 12:12 local time, just for my own sake when I compare the ISK yield and stuff. Yeah, I think Ishtar performs better than the healer, to be honest. But it's way more difficult to actually get into it. Way more difficult. Was pleasure. Thanks for all the advice, brother. Hey, Lord's Weapon, thanks so much for staying with me. Yeah, let's take a look who else is streaming at this point in time, whether you're watching me on YouTube or you're watching me on Twitch. Let's take a look at who is streaming and where and how I can do this. Let me see here. So is anybody streaming Eve out there on Twitch? Gonna head off. Great stream, great chat. Thank you, Rakamul. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Alright, so I know who I'm going to recommend on Twitch. Let me take a look here. As long as it is muted. Yes, it is. Perfect. So, if you're watching me on Twitch, I know I can't host anybody. I know really can't host anybody. But please go to this link that I'm putting in the chat right now and type in hashtag reload raid. I would really appreciate it. Check out the other Eve gameplay video out there. And if you are watching me on YouTube Gaming, I'm gonna give because nobody else is really streaming Evo at this point in time, but I'm gonna give some love to another streamer that I like, and she's doing a lot of great stuff right now. She's building a new PC, so follow this link here. Once again, hashtag reload raid. Would really appreciate it. Everybody have a great night. Thank you so much for staying with me. Next week, rattlesnake ratting. Thank you guys.